So we have two new exhibitions that opened a couple weeks ago here in the University Art Gallery. Here in our main gallery, we have a show by one of our faculty members, Professor of Art Priya Suresh Kambli. And this exhibition is named Devhara, and Professor Kambli is our professor of photography, so you see some more traditional photographic works behind me, but the work also includes installation art, cyanotypes, and some sculpture and things, so it's a good mix. And in our smaller Charlin gallery, that's off to the side here, we have a visiting artist who's installed an immersive installation work in that space. And her name is Nazanin Amiri Mears, and the exhibition is titled A Million Miles Away. And she's a fibers artist, so that work includes a number of panels that are inspired by the types of screens you would see in Islamic architecture. So part of the reason we're really excited to have Priya Suresh Kambli's exhibition up and Nazanin Amiri Mears' exhibition is because both of these exhibitions deal in different ways with immigrant experience. Professor Kambli immigrated to the United States when she was 18, and so for over a decade, she has done a number of works that deal with the objects that she brought along with her when she moved to the United States. So she just had one suitcase in it, and it had photographs that she had split with her sister, and it had a number of objects that were part of her mother's Devhara, and that is a traditional home altar that's used to worship Hindu deities. And so some of these objects that you see, like in the photographs here, are objects that belong to her mother, so this is part of her family legacy, and she's playing with them in a variety of ways to both make these photographic pieces, but also the cyanotypes that you can see throughout the gallery here. So it's very abstract, but it's all related back to this this family heritage, this group of objects that she brought with her that sort of represents her identity to her. Nazanin Amiri Mears' work is thinking a lot about differences between buildings and spaces in her home country of Iran and in the United States. And she's focused on this idea that Islamic architecture tends to value privacy or allow for a lot of privacy traditionally, and how different that is from the United States, where we often have public spaces that don't allow for a lot of privacy. And so when you're in that space, think about what does privacy mean to you, and how do you achieve that? And that is also a space that you should feel welcome to sit in and sort of use for reflection as well. We are one of the only institutions in this area of Northeast Missouri that shows this caliber of visiting artists and historical artists, or historical artwork, I should say. We have the capacity to do art historical shows, whether we're loaning things from special collections or from other galleries or museums. And so we're really hoping that we can bring students in. For example, today we had students from Macon who were coming to see these exhibitions. And so that's a big part of our mission, to serve the broader Northeast Missouri community. Yeah.